halcyon days? No idea. I devoted myself to the path of an executioner. If one cannot admit that much, what can he admit? Right, Anubis? Yes, yes, my boy. I feel like he's saying something scary, but it's kind of hard to understand him. This fallen priest is saying he has no feelings about the president's death. Dogen the assassin, an escaped prisoner. He should be a despicable opponent, but silencing him now would be imprudent. I must keep my composure and let him talk. I understand your point. You killed the president. That is correct. The aim of my blade never misses its mark. My life was also targeted. Yeah, by Blaze and Patricia. Your life was targeted, you the assassin. The hunter becomes the hunted. The Buddhist becomes the Buddha. Kay, you don't have to make up strange proverbs. Life is transient, especially for an assassin whose life is always exposed to danger. So does that mean people you've tried to kill have fought back? That is a rare occurrence. However, this was different. The body double, Blaze and Patricia all sought to seal my lips. I don't know why I'm reading it again, I've already read these. Whatever. So Handogen, you are a master assassin. As such, could you not have evaded an attack from those three and fled the scene? You greatly overestimate me. Without Anubis by my side, I would not even be able to walk about. If those three were to attack me all at once, I would not stand a chance. I see, so even an assassin will fall to superior numbers in a frontal assault. I suppose one could say that I, Sir Handogen, would have suffered a shameful defeat. So had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, I would have been in danger. Okay. Reunited? Oh, pardon me. So, when did you first meet with him? That would be 18 years ago. On the 24th of December. That is a rather long time ago. On that day our roles were reversed. I saved the young one's life. Oh? There was an unusual snowstorm on that day. The temperature was well below freezing. I took Anubis for a walk in the snow. That's when Anubis noticed something and started running. I followed after him and found a car. I had great difficulty opening the door, it had frozen shut. Oh dear. The fuck? In the back seat, there were two young children, shivering from the cold. Wait a minute. I won't have it with me, will I? They look familiar. No, I won't have the evidence, but I'm almost certain it was to do with this. From 18 years ago. Over. Are those the sons? No, I vaguely remember the picture, where it had the bald kid doing like a peace sign. But I can't see it, so kinda screws me out. Either way, I'm almost certain that's them. Two children? Had they remained in the car for an hour longer, they surely would have frozen to death. I brought the two of them to a nearby orphanage. Is there anything about Dogen's story that concerns me? There is something. The date. Because it was very close. Was it the same date as the IS-7? Because I thought that was New Year's. I didn't even really check. Oh! It's literally 18 years ago. Yeah. I know, I thought it was like a New Year's Eve thing. My bad. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was only concerned with the kids. Which was still tied up with the same incident, so, you know. 24th of December, 18 years ago, are you sure about that? There is no mistake. Could that mean? I know the significance behind that date. What shows the significance of the date when Dogen found the children? Whoosh! That day, a certain incident occurred. A sculptor was murdered. Ah! During that incident, 2 young boys went missing. There's the picture. Wait, so which is which? Is Dover's son the left one, the bald one? And then Gustavia's son's the one on the right. Okay. Although from the picture it looked like the bald one had passed out and the other one was like tied up. What happened? The sons of the victim, Isaac Dover, and the culprit, Dane Gustavia. We never did find out where those 2 boys went after the case 18 years ago. Oh? They were the sons of a victim and a culprit. It all makes sense now. What makes sense? One of the youths was bound, so that he could not move. Mr. Dover did it so that Mr. Gustavia's son couldn't come to the contest venue. Indeed, Gustavia was using his own son as a taste tester. To think that was what transpired. Neither child seemed to recall what had happened. They lost their memories? The acolyte told me this when we were reunited 12 years ago. The pair were placed in an extreme situation, on the verge of freezing to death. That trauma led them both to suffer from amnesia. Neither could so much as remember his own name. So, they didn't even know that they were the sons of Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia. Indeed, while we cannot say it conclusively, the probability is quite high. However, we still don't have enough information to deduce the mastermind's identity. Dogen, would you please continue your story? Very well. Alright. Ooh. Dogen and the Acolyte. I continued my correspondence with the young Acolyte even after entering prison. Recently, that has all come to an abrupt halt, however. It left me quite concerned. Furthermore, those involved in the crime 12 years ago were all drawn into incidents one by one. I grew more and more curious, and so I absconded briefly from the prison. Ah, that's why he escaped. Those involved 12 years ago were Patricia Rowland, Blaise de Best, and President Wang's body double. And Miss Rowland was the warden of Mr. Dogen's prison. That must be why he got special treatment. Okay, I blackmailed the warden. That woman had tried to kill me. Perhaps the good prosecutor has already deduced the reason. You murdered President Huang, however, the world still believed he was alive. If you were able to prove the president was a fake, both Patricia Rowland and Blaise de Best would have been in danger. That is correct. And I had heard the proof with my own ears. I'll be waiting in the courtyard of the orphanage at midnight on February 9th. Even if it's just once, I want John to be able to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm being selfish, but I'll be waiting. Oh dear. The bell. Oh! Who might you be? My apologies, but I am presently waiting for someone. I am well aware of that, President Huang. Are you not meeting with your son? However, I do not spill blood needlessly. You may relax. I seek only the President's life. It can't be. Please wait. I'm just about to meet my son for the first time. I'm sure this will be the first and last time. Please, at least wait until we are finished. I had thought the President would beg for his life, but he was of a different sort. Officially, the President had no son. However, he shook his head and said, this illegitimate son was his, and he intended to recognize him publicly. Furthermore, he claimed that he had already made preparations towards that end. Would that son of his be the boy with horns over there by any chance? Boy? With the horns? Wait, you can see John's horns? There is no need to see them, from the moment I escaped the prison, or from prison until now. I have been closely lending an ear to your voices. He said that the President made preparations towards recognizing his son. The will? The word preparations alone would be insufficient for blackmail. That's it. There was one thing that could prove Huang's words, the will held by the House of Lang. It was also proof of his trust in us. His son's existence would have been revealed to the world. The name of the recording, on the recording, the mention of preparations, and the will in Zheng Fa. Together they suffice to make the warden bow to my words. With those 3 pieces of information, one could prove the identity of the double. By using John. The President blocked the first strike of my knife with something soft. As pieces of it fell atop the snow, I struck once more. This time the blow proved fatal. So Dogen cut off the Muzilla doll's horn. None but I heard his final words. Only myself and that child knew of the President's secret son. Okay, so Dogen and the Acolyte. Maintain my correspondence with the young Acolyte even after entering prison. Okay. In other words, you contacted him from prison. That is correct. A post office box was used. A post office box? It would allow one to send and receive letters without revealing the recipient's location. I could not use a form of correspondence that would reveal the Acolyte's location. There was someone keeping watch over my correspondences, after all. He must mean the prison warden. Patricia Rowland. Could you be more specific about the nature of your correspondences? Well, they were mainly moves from my correspondence chess matches. Correspondence chess? If I recall, the person you were playing against was Knightley. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley? Wasn't it Horace Knightley? We certainly found the correspondence chess memo in Knightley's cell. Yeah, so now it's getting added back to evidence. Here, correspondence chess memo sent from Dogen to Knightley, typed on a word processor. Does that mean Knightley Boy was the kid from the IS-7 incident? Could that really be true? Is there any evidence connecting Knightley to the IS-7 incident? Wait, don't we have something up Knightley's? Fuck! Oh, I've just realised there is something. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the ring. It's the one thing we found with Dover's body. As soon as I thought of it, it just instantly... I remembered seeing Dover's body in the chest, and there was a ring by his side. Oh no! This is all that Knightley left behind. Could there be a clue hidden within? Which should I investigate? The ring or the chessboard? The ring. Yep, PH. Wait. So Knightley was Dover's son. This ring is... Wow. Mr. Edgeworth, what is it? Mr. Shields, please take a look at this ring. This pattern is... It's Pierre Huguet's. Thought so. He had Mr. Dover's seal turned into a ring. However, why would he have this? Shouldn't it have been held by the police as evidence from the IS-7 incident? After the incident, the seal was returned to the victim's next of kin. But Mr. Dover's only family was his son. But since no one knew where the son had gone to, it took a while to get it to him. I heard that the police had finally found him and delivered his inheritance, but... So the seal was thereby safely delivered to his son. And then, he turned the seal into a ring and wore it on his person. A ring Knightley made from his father's memento and portable chessboard. So, Mr. Knightley was Mr. Dover's son. The police aren't fools. I'm sure they did a thorough check before handing over the seal. If someone involved in the I-7 incident was his chess opponent... Knightley, huh? Then that man must be the mastermind behind this case. No, he's dead. But Knightley is dead. He cannot be involved in this incident. How about that? The only one who could be the mastermind was himself a murder victim. But a dead guy can't be the culprit, so there's no way that's right. It certainly is strange. In that case, who is the culprit? Alright, that was just one tangent. Jesus. So, recently, that has all come to an abrupt halt, however, it left me quite concerned. Oh, pardon me. It came to a halt? Now of all times? Quite odd, is it not? Anubis told me again and again how odd it was. That scary dog talked. Was he like, something's odd, woof. I can understand Anubis' heart, even if he does not voice his thoughts. Then, there's something I'd like to ask, just in case. Your scary dog's staring at me right now. He's not saying, I'm hungry, I want some meat, right? Perhaps. Perhaps. Miss Edgeworth. It seems she's not much good with the assassin's dog. Good boy, good boy. There's a good boy. So then. At any rate, my correspondence with the Acolyte suddenly came to an abrupt halt. Furthermore, those involved in the crime 12 years ago were all drawn into the incidents one by one. That certainly does seem too much for a mere coincidence. The body double of Di Young Huang, the president of Zhengfa, faked an assassination plot. Patricia Rowland, the prison warden, murdered Horace Knightley. And Blaise de Best, the chairman of the PIC, murdered Joe Crane. Come to think of it, as I've been investigating these cases, I have felt the presence of some force behind the scenes. Wait, what was the first case we did? Oh, it was the fake assassination plot, wasn't it? No. The fake assassination plot. Then it was the prison. Then it was... Wait. I don't remember, actually. We had the fake assassination plot, then the prison, then it was Blaise? No, it wasn't. Oh, it was fucking the IS-7 incident. Yes, then it was Blaise de Best, and then it was this. Okay. I got really confused and I was like, has there only been 4 cases? Even within the prison, I could tell that this was no insignificant event. You grew more and more curious. You absconded briefly from the prison. So that's why you escaped. You absconded briefly from the prison. I cannot forgive such a criminal act. You stole your way out of prison. I cannot forgive such a thieving act. Relax, no one was hurt. I merely have connections that allow me to set foot outside. But even so, you can't just escape from prison, pal. Arrest him, arrest him! That won't be necessary. Once my business is done, I shall return to my cell. You trying to make fools of us? A prison isn't the kind of place you can just enter and leave at will. The wolf may say that, but one can see that the wolf and his pack also share an interest in the tales of my past. Agent Lang, Detective Gumshoe. There are still a few things I must ask Dogen. Please, postpone matters until then. Yes, sir. I knew you'd say that, Mr. Edgeworth. Damn it all. But I'm not taking my eye off you for a second. Oh, this is new. Writing letters in Braille can be a rather enjoyable pastime. Wait a minute. This correspondence isn't in Braille. No. It said typed on a word processor. Yeah. Interesting. Does he know? Wait, if that was typed on a word processor and he read them in Braille, was there somebody doing things behind the scenes? Oh, I guess. Like a middleman, I guess, that was translating from Braille to Word, and then from Word to Braille, I guess. I'm certain you said you wrote your letters in Braille. Correct. The good prosecutor must know that I am lacking in sight, do you not? The correspondence chess letter we found had been typed out using a word processor. What? That cannot be. What do you mean? So, someone went out of their way to retype the letters on a computer. Could another person have acted as a middleman between Dogen and Knightley? What do you mean? Dogen wrote his letters in Braille, however, by the time it reached Knightley, it had been rewritten on a word processor. We must assume that some middleman rewrote these letters, and the reverse can also be said. That same somebody might have taken the letters Knightley wrote and re-delivered them to Dogen. Yes, that is indeed true. The mastermind retyped Dogen's letters with a word processor and sent them to Knightley. Huh. Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual. Dogen, were the letters that reached you? They were in Braille, of course. So, Knightley Boy's letters must have been transposed by that same person as well. Oh, then that somebody must be the mastermind behind the case. You're saying there's someone else who's the mastermind behind this case? Then who the hell is it? Dover's son, Knightley, is already deceased. In that case, there is one more youth that we should consider to be the mastermind. You mean Dane Gustavia's son? But who the heck is he? If Knightley is Dover's son, then Gustavia's son must be... Well, we're the only friends... Wait. We're the only friends either of us has had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real families. I've just realised who this person is. It can't be. Could it? Could it really be him? Mr. Edgeworth, what is it? You've gone all pale. I've figured it out. The identity of the mastermind has been controlling this case from the shadows. What? Who in the world is it? I don't want to believe it myself. But it is someone we know quite well. Oh, fuck. Really? That's a twist and a fucking half. Where the hell's his profile? Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's gotta be. Oh my god. It's Simon. He said him and Knightley were, well, as it showed, childhood friends. And they ended up being the same as each other. Fuck me. How? Let me guess, he has two personalities, or more so, he has a front, or persona that he puts on, and then a true self. Kinda like, I can't remember his name. From Justice for All, the final case, with the guy that says refreshing as a spring breeze. The mastermind behind this case sent a letter to Jill Crane, which deceived Blaze. Furthermore, he kidnapped John and eavesdropped on us. However, of all his actions, the one I have not been able to get out of my mind is abducting or kidnapping Kay. Is how he brought an unconscious Kay to the roof. The giant monster. Huh? Did you just say something? That's right. The key to exposing the mastermind is in the monster's true form. Oh, I almost forgot. If you'd like, please come to our next show. Oh! I'll also be performing in it. The Very Big Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages. What a clever bastard. Miss Swift, there is something I would like to ask of you. What? You mean me? You said that you recorded the sound of Moozilla spewing flames. Oh. If it was a hot air balloon, or you would hear that whatever the fuck noises. I tried to make it. I didn't realise it sounded nothing like it. Either way, would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder? That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. You're good at figuring things out, aren't you? It's the sound of Mozilla spewing out fire. This place nearly became a sea of flames. That's right, I ain't actually seen it with my own eyes, though. Could you let us listen to the tape? Sure thing. There we go. The sound, it's as I thought. So, it seems that my reasoning was correct. The true nature of the monster and the mastermind. All of my logic is coming together. Miss Hart, you said that you captured a giant eye on film, did you not? Sure did. Right here in this photo. Though we cannot confirm it like this. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Lend us your film analysis device. Okay, but what do you want to analyze, sir? This photo, please. I'm on it. Okay, so now I get to actually zoom in. Is there a new clue in this photo? I'll actually switch screens so it's on the big screen. Ah! There is a new clue. Though I guess I could probably just present anywhere. I'll just present on the eyeball. Bloop. This is... See? Ain't the Mozilla's eye right where I said it would be? Huh. I see. I finally grasped. The true form of the giant monster that was being controlled by the mastermind. Giant monster? Are you admitting it? You are, aren't you? You're admitting that the mighty Mozilla is real. No, this is not Mozilla. This is the eye of a different monster. Please, have a look at this. It's a flyer for the very big circus. Ah, this is... Precisely. There is a rather large balloon with the head of a lion pictured here. Ooh. This balloon is the true identity of the giant monster. In addition, the sound Miss Swift recorded, which she believes to be Mozilla... Not Mew, it's not Pokemon. Mozilla, spewing flames. Mr. Prosecutor, don't tell me. You're gonna say something that will shatter my dreams of a scoop. Hot air balloons fly by using burners to heat the air, right, sir? Precisely, Detective. The mastermind used this monster of his to bring Kay to the rooftop of the Grand Tower without using the elevator. Wouldn't that mean that the mastermind is someone connected to the circus? He's a member of the circus, Knightley's friend, and Dane Gustavia's son. Who'da thunk it? An apprentice beast tamer? Huh. He's no amateur. There he is. He is a clever fook. I was going to call him a fool. For the beast he has tamed is none other than this entire case. Simon Keyes, he is the mastermind behind this whole incident. Mr. Keyes was really behind it all? No way, I don't believe it. I mean, we trusted him. How could it have all been a lie? That's just heartbreaking. Okay. What is it? Hey you, stop. Where do you think you're going? Dogan. Oh. The boy with horns is rather perceptive. The good prosecutor has done a remarkable job. Now that I have heard that, I have no further business here. What? Wait, Dogan. Oh gee, that looks fucking... I do love some of the fucking janky ass animation in this game. That looks so stupid. There was like literally no animation frames at all. It was just a still of the dog like ramming into Edgeworth. Oh my god. Oh, that was so dumb. I love it though. Damn it, where'd he vanish to? Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. However, that guy... John? He killed my father. That Dogen guy, he's the one who killed my dad, right? There is no question more difficult to answer. However, there's no use in denying the truth. Yes, John, you are correct. He'll pay for this. I swear he's gonna pay. I'll make him pay my set. John, you mustn't finish that thought. Prosecutor Edgeworth, please pay us no mind. Sir, I put on APB on Dogen. All available police units will be searching for him. You heard the man, kid. I don't mean to be heartless, but we need to hurry too. So, Mr. Prosecutor, where's the mastermind right now? Agent Lang is right. Our top priority right now should be catching the mastermind. He said he would be practicing. He is most likely at the very big circus tent. But first, Agent Lang, I have a request. A request? What is it? Now that we've identified the giant monster, our next order of business is to capture it. The moment we arrive at the tent, I need you to locate that specific item post-haste. The detective, I ask that you perform a follow-up investigation on the kidnapping incident. Roger that, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, I want to help out too. In that case, you'll be in charge of calling for backup. If he is truly the mastermind, we may require assistance from a certain someone.